Kennedy, what's the challenge not having Joel? You're already without Thea, but not having Joel in the lineup for tomorrow.
I think the biggest thing is that our freshmen really got to step up. I think Seventh really has a big task ahead of him. I think he's prepared for it. Guys like Tony definitely have to come off strong tomorrow because Davidson is a really good team. And we know that over the past years, and they're coached by a really good coach, so we just have to be prepared.
You mentioned the other night after the game about Seventh's confidence has gotten, his confidence has grown in recent weeks. Can you give a specific example of something that you see in him that makes you realize that he is getting more confident?
I think just his energy, he's more aggressive. He's getting the shot, so I can tell you how much. Some of them just not falling, but he's definitely, like I said before, he's preparing himself for things like this to happen. When Joel goes down, he has to step up, and so does Kenny and Nate also have to really do a good job tomorrow.
What does Joel's on-ball defense do? I mean, is there a certain mentality that he brings with that that boosts you guys, or what does that mean for you?
I think us seeing him pick up 94 feet definitely wants us to get involved. Coach always tells us not to let our teammate down. So when he picks up that far down the court, we have to deny the passes away, and sometimes we feel like we fail to do that. But the times we do that, we pretty much get off to a good start and a good lead. So that's where we want to be every time. That's what we're trying to instill in Seventh right now, is that he has to make up for those things that Joel was able to do.
I know you don't play point guard, obviously, but just observing here for 4 years, watching guys come and go and transition into that role, what do you think is the most difficult part of being the point guard in this offense under Coach Williams?
Knowing everybody's spot. I think it's so strenuous, and the plays that we run are sometimes difficult. So I think, especially for someone like Seb, who's a freshman, has to have a big impact tomorrow, remembering everything. And Coach asks questions in practice, knowing the answer to those questions. And I think, of course, they're our leader. So I think asking a freshman to lead a veteran group is a lot, but I think that he's definitely capable of giving us a lot of energy and giving us some big time minutes. Over recent years, I think guys like Marcus go down, we got people like Theo and Nate to step up, and it's a different story now. Like I said before, I think Seventh has really done a tremendous job of preparing himself for games lately, and you can see it.
How have you guys helped? I know obviously Joel probably is in his ear giving him advice, and Nate too, but collectively as a group, how do you think you guys have come together and tried to help him?
I think the biggest thing with Seb is he has to be more vocal. I think he's so quiet, he sometimes let that take over his game. But I think, like I said before, in these last couple of games, he's really been doing a great job of calling out plays and being more assertive, coming to the bench and telling guys where they need to be in those type of things. And I think he definitely is taking criticism well now. Of course, as a freshman, you come in thinking that people are ragging on you or making fun of you or those type of things, but I think he's done a tremendous job, especially with the coaches, because they want him to be a great player, and I think he's definitely coming off his listening and buying into the system.
I know you'd rather have the full roster available in a game like tomorrow night, but is there something intriguing about Joel not being there and the Seventh getting an opportunity to get more minutes, just kind of see how he would handle it? And the benefit is, if he does well, how that can add to the depth later on in the year.
I think so. Like I said before, when Seven has a great game tomorrow, I think that's going to do a great deal for his confidence, especially when we do get Joel back and Joel ends up in foul trouble or whatever it may be. Seb can have that energy and concentration and confidence to come off the bench and really have the impact that he will have tomorrow.
Kennedy, you're averaging double, shooting 53% through the first 9 games. Is this the kind of start you envisioned?
Yes, it is. I kind of had the same start last year. Of course, I had the injury, but I think that I've definitely been capable of these type of performances. It's just God's will, and whatever happens in that situation or that regard. But I think I'm a lot more invested in trying to get better, trying to make my knee better. I know last year I kind of got down on myself when the injury occurred and kind of didn't take advantage of things I should have, the best way I should have, and put my team in a better position. But this summer, I've really been focused on not trying to make my knee a problem, and really focusing on being a better basketball player.
Is that a level of maturity, like, at the end of the year last year, before the season even ended, you were talking about kind of coming out of that funk a little bit mentally. Was that a kind of big part of it in the offseason, kind of moving past all that? And
Yeah, I think so, and especially when you got guys like Joel and Bryce and Marcus gone. I think as a senior, everybody looks to you. Even as juniors like Joel, people look to him. So I think as a leader, you got to really be invested and really spend time on things that the whole team should, which is rehabbing, staying after practice for shooting or whatever it may be. So I think I don't know what it is, I'm just a lot more into it, more assertive, and wanting to get better every day. So this is going well for me so far.
Coach yelling at you less now than last year or the year before?
Yelling at me?
Yeah.
Oh, he still yells at me.
But less though?
I think so. That's just because I'm just trying to do everything he asked me to do to the best of my ability, and I have to know that if I mess up, at least I messed up trying to do the things he asked me to do.
Is part of your growth handling when he yells at you differently than you used to?
Yeah, of course. Of course, you always just take it the wrong way when he's getting on you, or when he comes to the bench and he's screaming at you. He's got to keep a smile on your face because you know he doesn't mean any harm. He's trying to make you better as a player, and I think I'm really understanding that, and I'm trying to instill that in my teammates.
No one-arm swinger comments this year?
No, none of that. No trash man around here.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Ken.